Hey guys, thank you for joining us, and we are back with Ask the Contractor. We're going to delve down to another great topic for today: how to avoid pitfalls as a contractor. Now, even if you're starting off or you've been in the game and you want to avoid some pitfalls, well, I got some answers for you today. One thing I'm going to talk about is, before we even get started, is I want you to write your vision, write a mission statement. Why do I say that? Because writing a vision, writing a mission is very, very important, even as a contractor, because it will allow you to know where you are going clearly. It'll give people understanding where you're going. And then, since they know where you're going, it'll be easier for them to follow you. Also, what I want to talk about, guys, that I really think and I live by this, it is discipline. Now, I know you've heard that word time and time again: discipline, discipline, discipline. But as you know, in this field, you have to have a certain type of discipline. And that discipline that I'm talking about is a relentless discipline, because there will be sometimes some ups, some downs. Sometimes you don't want to do it. Sometimes you do want to do it. And you got to have that discipline, that drive, that fortitude, that motivation to go out there and go get jobs even when you don't feel like it. Like I heard a couple of days ago, you cannot allow your feelings to override what needs to get done. You cannot allow your feelings to override what needs to get done. So, guys, I want you to have discipline. Have a routine that you go by every day. Wake up in the morning early. You know what they say. You heard it before. The early bird gets the worm. And because you're a contractor, hey, guys, you have to get up early, and sometimes you have to stay at that job late. Like I said in a previous video, you don't have a clock. You're not on a 9 to 5. Therefore, you have to be disciplined enough to know, hey, I got to see this job from start to finish. Another thing I want y'all to do, so you can not create pitfalls, is this: I want you to value relationships. Relationships are going to be your assets. Like I've heard before, relationships are your biggest assets. When you are going to a job, you are in the service industry, right? So every client that you come across have the potential to get you your next job. So therefore, we live by acronym called SERVO: service, excellence, results, value, opportunity. So that means every relationship, you want to make sure you give them an excellent service, and also impart value into them, so that you can give the result that they're looking for, and they will give you another opportunity. You want to make sure, just because it's a small job doesn't mean it's not important. I don't want you to look at, just because this job is this amount, I'm going to do it this way. And because this job is this amount, a bigger amount, I'm going to do it this way. No. Treat everybody equal, because you never know. Just because you're doing a small job this time, they may know someone that can give you that bigger job that you're looking for. So therefore, don't just, I'm just going to treat this person good because they got the bag this time. I'm telling you from experience, if you want to avoid the pitfalls of some certain contractors giving someone preferential treatment just because they got the bag now, no, treat everybody the same. Why? You never know where it can lead you. Let me go down to the next thing. No man is an island. What am I saying? You have to create a team. I know in the beginning, like myself, I did everything. I mean, you get burnt out, but you gotta hustle. We got that hustle mentality as contractors sometimes. We gotta go get it, gotta go get it. But listen, you have to create and value teamwork. Think about Michael Jordan or think about some of the greats. Think about LeBron or one of your favorite sports people. It don't matter how good they are by themselves. You can't win a championship alone. So if you're in any kind of contracting field, I want you to realize you cannot do this by yourself. You need to create a team. And for me, I personally feel like, and I what guys, I'm gonna give you what I think is a very valuable person that you need to have on your team first. Number one, you need to have an admin assistant, administrative assistant. Listen, I'll be honest right here. I do not like to do the paperwork side of things. Now, you get me out there on the field, I'll do it all day long. But if you want me to write some contracts, do the paperwork side, I'm like, that is for the birds. I do not want to do it. That's not me. I don't want to do it. So, what I had to do is, like I said in the beginning, I was doing everything. But once I got my weight up just a little bit, I had to invest. I'm telling you, you have to invest in your business as a contractor. I had to invest in an administrative assistant. And let me tell you something, that takes the weight off of you. You're not doing everything all by yourself. You got almost like a partner with you now. Y'all running, y'all teammates. Y'all like the Bonnie and Clyde. Like that's the dream team. They're being more accountable to you. And what does that do? That frees up your time. Now you even if you're still small, but you can go out and get more jobs now. And what happens? That means you go out and get more jobs, you get more income, right? So the first person that I would say get on your team is administrative assistant. Your life will change tremendously. And another thing, what the administrative assistant will do, especially the ones I had, they will create processes. They will create structures. They will create standard operating procedures, systems. I'm telling you, we live by systems. You need to have a system as a contractor. I'm telling you, you need to have a calendar as a contractor. I'm telling you this from experience. Not having these things in place will cause a lot of headache, a lot of heartache. I'm telling you, you do not want to go down that road. Going down that road, it's almost like going somewhere without a GPS system. What happens? Without that GPS system, you're going into unfamiliar territory. You don't know where you're going. You'll be going round and around. You're like, where am I going? What? Spending and wasting money and time. But when you get those systems, those processes, those procedures, those standard operating procedures in order, you'll take off. Another thing on that same vein, make sure you have an accountant. Guys, you do not want to be keeping up with all your stuff. You want to make sure you have somebody that you trust, that have the capabilities of keeping up with your bookkeeping, keeping up with your taxes. You know, Uncle Sam gonna want his money, and we gotta make sure we got somebody that knows the taxes, knows the tax laws. As a business owner, you do not want to be thinking about that. You're thinking about what your job is. So therefore, you want to make sure you got someone on your team. That's why I said a team is so important. And these are the people you need on your team. You got to make sure you have an accountant That accountant will take all the weight off of you when it comes to tax time. Also, who you need to have on your team? Guys, you need to have a good lawyer. I know you're like, why do I need a lawyer? I mean, I'm just a plumber. I'm just an HVAC person. I don't really need to invest my money into a lawyer. Yes, you do. Anytime you're doing a service, you want a lawyer that can be on your side just in case something goes left and you need that lawyer to back you up, even in contracts, or even tell you about the type of contracts that you're writing. A lawyer is trained to do that. So use the lawyer to your advantage. I know maybe you can't afford one right now, but I'm just giving you guidelines to help you in your journey as you go from here to there and creating your dream team, I call it. You need to make sure you have a lawyer. It will be very important just in case someone wants to sue you or something happens. That lawyer can give you guidance. They are trained for it. You want to make sure that you have a great lawyer. Another thing I want to share with you guys, especially for those or may just getting started in contracting, whatever contracting you're in, I want you first create your LLC. Make sure you have an LLC. And no matter, it all depends on the statutes or what state you're in. I mean, Google is our best friend. Look it up or go to YouTube University. Learn how to create an LLC. Once you do that, I want you to get a bank account, a business bank account. Why? How are clients going to give you, they're going to ask you, do you want me to write a check? You don't want them to say, yes, I want you to write a check in my name. No, you want them to be able to write the check in your business name. And it just makes you look more legit pretty much. I mean, you look way more professional. Yes, I have a business account. You can write the check in my business name. So for you new contractors or even old contractors and you're using your personal account, trust me, don't do it. It doesn't make you look, you don't look legit. And so I'm trying to make you look legit as a professional. Make sure you have a business account. I don't want you just to think of contracting as, oh, I'm just a contractor without any goals. I want you to write goals down as a contractor. Why do I want you to write goals down? Because that's how you're going to grow. Your goals is going to allow you to grow. It don't have to be these big lofty goals. It could be small goals. Where do I want to be in the next 2 months? How much money do I want to make this month? These are all goals. How many people do I want on my team at the end of the year? Create yourself a goal. Stick by it. I know it may be tough, especially if you're just starting off, you're really not good at writing goals, or get somebody to help you write goals. But I'm telling you, when you write goals, that will allow you to have something to look towards. So even as a contractor, no matter where you are in the process, from if you're in the beginnings or you are a veteran contractor, make sure you write goals. Another thing I think that you need to do to avoid pitfalls as a contractor, I want you to have self-belief. Why do I say that? Man, I'm going to tell you, sometimes it can get lonely out there. Sometimes, again, you may have to get up early in the morning and go do this job. Sometimes you may break even on a job. You may not be good calculating profit. So you may have not made as much money as you thought you were going to make. But I want you to have self-belief as a contractor. Know your why. Why did I get into this job in the first place? Why did I stop my 9 to 5 to become a contractor? Why do I even have a business? I want you to rethink those things in your times of discouragement. I want you really to rethink, why is it important for me to press on? What is my goals? That's why I said create goals, create a vision, create your mission. These things right here, I'm telling you, are going to come in handy as you are on this contracting journey. Why? Because like anything, sometimes you got ups, sometimes you got downs. Like anything, there's good, maybe some good days, there may be some not good days, but in those times, you have your why. So I want you to have that self-belief, that self-perseverance. Regardless if you don't have someone in your corner cheering you on, come on, you can do it. Know your why the reason you're doing it, and let's continue to move forward. Another thing I don't want you guys to do, and I just was talking to my guy about this, do not compare yourself as a contractor. Everybody is at different levels as a contractor. You never know. I'm going to tell you like this. You never know what a person is going through to get what they got. So don't look at that contractor and say, hey, man, I wish I had what he had. But you don't know what it took for him to get that particular thing. Run your race, stay in your lane, as I would say. And once you stay in your lane, hey, whatever you got for you is coming for you. But run your race. Yeah, you can admire them. You can say, oh, wow, okay, he got that. You can even, hey, let me give you this. If it's a contractor out there that may have a little more, or you perceive them to have a little more than you, this is what I would do. As a smart contractor, and if they are willing to, go up to them and ask, hey, man, you and I are in the same field, man. How did you get what you got? I see you got three trucks on the road, man. How did you get that? You know, look, man, in this industry, don't be bashful. Like I told you, relationships is your asset. Don't be bashful. Ask them, hey, man, how did you get this? I mean, I would like to, I aspire. I see what you're doing, man. You're, like we said, you getting that work. How did you get to where you got? You know, I'm up and coming contractor, and I really want to learn from you. You'll be surprised that people even like that you even admire them. So they may give you some great nuggets on how you can benefit from what they already been through. And they are your, I call it your GPS system. They're actually guiding you. That's like a mentor guiding you to the next level. All you had to do is open your mouth. So one thing you have to do, contractors, and this thing, you have to make sure you open your mouth when you're talking. Again, like I said, make sure and understand that relationships are important. Make sure and understand that you have to value those relationships. Be thankful, be grateful for those relationships. And finally, guys, if I could say anything to any contractor out there, never give up on your dream. You may not be where you want to be, but just look back a couple months ago. Look back, even if you have to look back and say, man, I may not be where I want to be, but I'm sure not where I used to be. And pat your own self on the back, because it's your dream, it's your goal, it's your vision. And know that if you continue to move forward and never give up on your dreams, you can make it. Hey guys, it's Keywan with Kingdom Builder Associates. And if you like that content, make sure you like and subscribe. You guys have a great rest of the day.